All right, back for another beer review, and today I will be reviewing yet another beer from the Flying Dog Brewery, and they're out of Frederick, Maryland, and this is their mint condition. So they're calling this a Mint Chocolate Stout that comes in at 7.2% alcohol by volume, 30 IBUs at the time of review. I don't know exactly how old this bottle is, but it does have a Best By date of April 14th, 2020. We're about 3 months away from that date, so should be quite fresh, I would think. So, yeah, Flying Dog, I've reviewed a couple of their beers lately, and I wanted to try this one because, honestly, I've enjoyed most of, like, the mint stouts that I've had. My favorite, by far, was the Peppermint Victory at Sea from Ballast Point. I had that a couple years ago. Just fantastic, and I didn't think it was going to be, and it was. So on the label here, this says, a long time ago, a wise man said, perfection is an unattainable goal. Then someone else put a mint and chocolate together, and boy, did he feel stupid. We don't know if we attain perfection with mint condition, but this pitch black stout is brimming with a vibrant mint, dark chocolate, and roasted malt flavors, which is pretty flawless to us. So suck it, wise man. Okay, so I tried to do a little bit of research here and see what the actual ingredients are in here, if they're using actual chocolate and actual mint, and I couldn't find anything. But they do say on the side it's brimming with vibrant mint and dark chocolate and roasted malt flavors. So I would assume they're using some kind of real chocolate and definitely mint. But we'll see. I don't know. They don't say for sure. I'm just assuming. You know what they say about people who assume, right? No. Me either. Anyway, let's get this in the glass. So pouring out, that is not pitch black. That is definitely dark brown. In the glass, sure. Sure, it's pitch black in the glass. I would say it is. Yeah, in the glass, pitch black. But there is, so on camera, it never picks it up, but there is like a more of a dark brown here at the bottom of the glass. Has about a finger of this straight up light brown colored head. Looks slightly creamy, slightly soap sudsy. Looks all right. Doesn't look as great as they said it was going to be. Let's get a nose. Man, that smells like Andes, Junior Mints, things like that. Definitely Andes. And I had Andes recently. Went to dinner somewhere here locally, and then they had them after, after dinner mint type of thing. And man, their chocolate mint chocolate, it was delicious. I haven't had those in years. Yeah, and that's bringing me back. Definitely like a mint chocolate vibe to it. Nice. A little bit of a roasted malt, slight coffee tinge. But yeah, it's tough to get past it's more of a darker chocolate. I do say dark chocolate inside. Yeah, more of like a robust, slightly more bitter kind of chocolate. It's not like a super sweet chocolate like the aforementioned Andes would be, or like a Junior Mint. Although I think Junior Mints are dark chocolate as well, but they're like a sweeter dark chocolate, kind of like a Hershey Special Dark in that range. But yeah, it smells pretty good. Let's get into it. Cheers, everyone. Pretty damn nice. I like it. Body should, 7.2%, but body's like, if I'm stretching it, medium body. This is like lower side of medium body to medium. Touch thin. Shout out to Paul over at PA Brew News. Mouthfeel though, soft, smooth. There is carbonation, but it doesn't really step in the way or get in the way of the mouthfeel being more of like a soft, smooth sensation. Not really creamy at all. Right front though, roasted malt, darker chocolate. Now in the taste, it's more of like a baker's chocolate, 50-60% cacao bar type of chocolate. Has a bitterness to it, not super sweet. And like about a third of the way through the palate, the mint pops in. And it's not big, vibrant mint like they said. It was more vibrant in the nose. In the taste, is definitely there. You can tell it's there. But it's more of like a subtle, nuanced type of mint character. As it passes on through the back of the palate, the mint kind of carries along with that chocolate flavor, but they start to subside. And then I'm left with a semi-dry, slightly residual kind of sweetness, more dry than sweet. Really no bitterness to speak of on the back of the palate, maybe like a very slight mild bitterness. Here's where I'd put this beer for me personally, but also for people who would want to try this one and might be afraid that the mint is too overbearing. This is a nice, subtle, nuanced, just very subdued mint stout. There's the mint for sure, but it's not punching you in the face. It's not kind of like you just brushed your teeth and you just drank an Imperial Stout. It's not like that. It just has a subtle mint character to it. This is kind of like a, well-made, 7.2% chocolate stout type of just feel to it with a little bit of mint character. It's not punching me in the face. It's not overbearing. It's not too much mint. It's not too much chocolate. I think it's well balanced. And it's a solid beer. It's a solid, good beer. I'm enjoying it. It's nothing mind-blowing. The Peppermint Victory at Sea was, you know, the epitome for me of like a mint beer, of a mint stout of some sort, or a mint porter. I think that's an imperial porter. So of a mint dark beer, we'll say. This one doesn't reach that level for me as far as enjoyment goes, but I do enjoy this one. So I'm going to give mint condition, the Mint Chocolate Stout from Flying Dog, I'm going to give it a high 3.75 out of 5 and go 3.85 out of 5. Doesn't quite get to 4. I think it'd need to be a little bit more robust and just intense, but I think it's a good beer. 7.2%, I really can't even tell that this is a bigger beer at all, like even approaching imperial strength, I'd guess like 6.5. So definitely hides the alcohol relatively well, but 7.2%, you shouldn't, nowadays anyway, taste 7.2% too often. Yeah, pretty good beer. So, yeah, I think a 3.85 out of 5 is a good score for this one. It's nothing mind-blowing, but I think it's highly enjoyable. And if you like mint in beers, I'd say give this one a go if you can get your hands on it, because, yeah, I can't imagine anybody hating this beer or disliking it. I could see some people be it being somewhat disappointing to their palate because maybe it's, like I said, not as robust and intense with the mint flavors and even the chocolate flavors. But for what it is, I think it's pretty solid. So, price and availability on this one, I paid $2.49 for this bottle. I want to say 6 packs of it ran like 13, 14 bucks, somewhere in that range. Not bad for a 7.2% beer with, you know, potentially chocolate and mint in it. Again, I don't know for sure. Availability, wherever you see Flying Dog. I mentioned, like, when I did my last review from them, like, you know, their distros kind of dried up in the West York area, and then all of a sudden I see a beer like this, and I've seen a couple other new releases from them, so maybe it's picked up again. But yeah, we get decent distro from them in my area. If you do see them, you should be able to see this beer at some point. Again, it has a Best By date of mid-April, so I'm imagining this one being on the shelves for at least another month or so. But yeah, anyway, 3.85, mint condition from Flying Dog. If you've had this one before, let me know what you think about it. It's pretty damn solid beer, and I'm going to enjoy the rest of it. So appreciate everybody stopping by. To the next one, cheers.